paano natin sinusuportahan ang LGBTQ community?
Well, I'll answer that first before because we were talking about it kanina dun sa operating room. Pinag-uusapan namin habang in-operate, nagkwentuhan kami about it. You know that Front Row has been an LGBTQIA supporter and ally ever since. Diba, guys? We've celebrated the Gay Pride Month, and Sam, who's a hetero, supports the LGBT talaga, gives into all the whims. So, ako dun sa Soji builds, I'm all for it. I'm all for equality, for the right, because for me LGBT rights are human rights pa din. So it doesn't, being an LGBT is, you're still human. So we still have the same feeling. But Catriona has more to say because we were talking about it kanina.
Go, Kat.
Of course, I'm a very passionate ally of the LGBTQ plus community. I think now more than ever, it's becoming so apparent that we need to educate people of the rights we're actually fighting for. Because there still remains to be a lot of ignorance, a lot of misunderstanding. So we really need to educate people, and also allies are so important. Because a lot of the times it feels like it's just the LGBTQ community against the world. And allies need to really step up and educate their peer circles also. And at the end of the day, just echoing what Ara said, it is about seeing it as a human thing. To see your fellow human. Not justifying intolerance, justifying abuse, justifying discrimination, justifying stigma because they belong to that community. No one, no matter what community you belong to, deserves that type of treatment. We should all respect. Medyo passionate ako dyan.
Okay, and we'll be expecting that. And then my question to follow up what Jeff Fernando has asked. What's your opinion on the use of restrooms in the Philippines for the LGBTQ community?
You know what, I really don't believe that there's a one-fit solution for that. Because if you open up the gender-neutral bathroom, you also have other intersecting problems with that. Regarding safety, regarding privacy. I was just in South Africa during an LGBTQ conference, and they said that the incident of rape in gender-neutral bathrooms is very high. So you also have to take into consideration these intersecting problems. Again, it's not a one-fit-all solution. But, you know, as we keep talking about it, because we're also complex, you cannot group us all into three different categories. So we'll find a solution eventually. But I just want to remind people that when people go to the restroom, they just want to do their business, wash their hands, and leave. You know what I mean? Yun.
A few weeks ago, Catriona, you posted about having some gray clouds over your head. Have you gotten over it now?
But honestly, like, everyone took my post as if it's the first time it's ever happened to me. Every single person in this room I know has good days and bad days.
Oh, yes.
And it's completely normal. Completely normal to not be okay sometimes. I only wanted to share that just as a kind of, I wanted it to be empowering, to be like, okay, Kat seems to lead a perfect life, but she's also human just like me. She also feels down just like me. And that's why I posted. I wasn't doing it in an attention-seeking way, but that is in the name of authenticity, which is so interesting because people are like, oh my gosh, why are you bringing your issues to social media? So it's asking the question of, do you want me to be a real person or just your idea of what's real?
Yeah. So how are you now? Are you...
I'm great. I'm always great naman eh. We dust ourselves back off. We get going. There's a lot to be grateful for. A lot.
Wear your heels and then go.
And strut, queen.
Yes,
Strut.
slay it like Gray.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Francisco.
Yes, Mr. Francisco, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Where's
Tita.
LJ?
Hello,
Hi.
Kat.
Hi.
Yes, so Kat, I have a question because I had a very interesting morning today. Beauty queens like you are at the forefront of bullying, social media bullying, like it's acceptable. So what's your take on this, and how does a person of your stature deal with bullying on social media?
You know, I feel like it's really heartbreaking when you have public figures, well, really anyone, but seeing public figures being dragged down by online bullying, because imagine all the young girls and boys who look up to that person and think that that's what they aspire to and see them at a height of success and then see that they're also being bashed, to think, if they're being bashed, what about me? But I just want to remind everyone that it always hurts. Like, you can have a thick skin as you want. You can dust yourself up and keep going as strongly as you want. But words hurt, and we need to address our values and not shift it to how do I deal with bullying, but like, how do we recalibrate those bulliers to not do that anymore? It's not our responsibility to fix them. They should be really focusing on why do they act out that way and how can we change their values to make them only promote positivity and not negativity. But of course, on social media comes the good and the bad. And that's just how society is. But with myself naman, every time that I've encountered negativity, I've always told myself that they don't truly know who I am. They don't know the length of my journey, the challenges I've gone through. They've never practically even seen me face to face, and 99% of the time, if they were in front of you, they would not say those things. So I just comfort myself with that thought, that I shouldn't take their comment personally because they do not know me personally.
I'm sure if they see you, selfie pa.
Thank you. And we love you, Titas of Pageantry.
I love you, Titas of Pageantry.
Thank you, titas. May mga titos din ba? Mga titwa. Thank you. Beautiful questions coming, huh? Yeah, go ask questions while...
Hi again. Catriona, you were defended by Miss World Vanessa Ponce de Leon in one of our interviews about that bullying recently. Yes.
I didn't see the interview, but that's wonderful that she
Look
did.
at her page. Yeah, she did like a week ago.
Okay.
And then a few days ago, Miss Julia Morley have mentioned that she's very proud of your work, and she's proud that you. And she said that you really deserve all the accolades and the titles that you are receiving. And that whatever happened in 2016, you're still her Miss World. That's it's on the record. She's still a Miss World to me. Now, the question is, from your